Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that, even though you may be in no contact or you may be going through a bit of an argument, we've got a desire to own or dominate, a belief that you belong to this person. So, obviously, very possessive energy, and they do feel like you were fated to be together or that it was fate that you met. And that they could potentially like always be able to get you back. So a little bit controlling, right? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchanta. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have some nice weather. Forgive me, there may be some lawnmowers in the background. It seems to be everyone getting their lawn done today. And I think probably mine will too. But if you would like a personal reading, I'd love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com, and also recently launched memberships. So go ahead and check that out. We're going to start with the Marigold Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. Seven of Cups in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Empress in the reverse. I think you look at this person as, I heard the word irredeemable, which I'm not going to necessarily agree with that because people can heal from the things that hold them back. But I think you view the situation perhaps as irredeemable or unsalvageable because this person has crossed a line or they did something. It's like they knew exactly how this would mess with you or that this would upset you and they did it anyways. So to you, it's like I had a line in the sand. You saw it, you knew what it was, and you crossed it anyways. So at this point, I think you just view them as immature or even manipulative. And I don't get a lot of like lovey-dovey vibes from your side. Hello, John. How are you doing? What else do we have? Page of Rings or Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Fool, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. So they're a little bit in their, they're in their feelings, but I think they express it as anger. So it's not like they're out here like crying in the middle of this, grocery store or anything. But I do think that the concern they have that maybe they've actually lost you forever is making them very moody or likely to start arguments with people over very little, right? Like nothing at all. And this is, did you really choose to like let me go? Did you really choose to forget me or decide that we're done? And they're still possessive, even though you've made that decision. Hello, Tiana. You doing? How's it going? Hello, Matt. What's happening? Knight of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this person is coming back around. They're possessive of you, even though you're in some sort of no contact or like I'm done with you kind of vibe. They're coming back around impulsively because they want to, I think, kind of test this theory that you still belong to them. It's like, okay, so now that I've given you enough time, like, are you done being mad? Like, is there enough time that has passed where you kind of forgot what happened and maybe you just be excited to see or like hear from me again? Hello, Bitchy Tata. How's it going? I think that's kind of their modus operandi. I think they like, in general, when things blow up or when things get difficult or when there's a big argument, they may not be the best at actually apologizing. It may just be kind of like silence. We don't talk for a while. And then, just put on a little kitchen timer. Let's call it like 6 weeks or whatever. And then they come back around and see if you're still mad. It's like, wow. I feel like apologizing is just like way faster. Don't you guys agree? What's up, upper echelon? So we've got Judgment and the Lovers in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse. They're starting to realize that this time may be different, that if they come back around, you aren't as open to it. Maybe you don't respond at all. Maybe they find out that you've blocked them. Maybe they find out that you're seeing somebody new. There's something here that's really getting under their skin, because this "you can't stop fate" seems to be something that's like muttered under someone's breath. Like, what do you think you're doing? You can't not choose me. Come on. Hello, how's it going, Pharaoh? Let's get a few from the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and risks. See, this is one of those times where I think the third-party influence is actually a positive thing. And I love to see that, because some of us actually do have great friends. Some of those folks out there that we encounter really do want to see you happy, right? This is somebody who's saying, yeah, I get it. You think this person's real cool, or you have a history with them, or there's something different about your connection. But like, when's the last time that person went out of their way to make you smile? And I feel like you're like, oh, God, that's awkward. I don't know. I feel like there's somebody here who's really calling to attention or underscoring for you the experience you've had with this person who likes to be possessive of you. And this friend who cares deeply for you is telling you, hey, maybe you just cast the net back out there and you find something better, because it kind of seems like this person who thinks you belong to them, even though they haven't treated you very well, kind of feels like maybe they're not like really on your level, or they don't treat you the way you deserve to be. So maybe you should see what else is out there. So it's a good influence. I like it. We got peace, balance, harmony, friendship. I told you. So this is a friend with good intentions. It's clarifying the influences card. This is somebody who wants you to be in a happy connection. They want you to be feeling good things around your love interest. And they feel like this person that you're in no contact with doesn't have the right energy, doesn't value you the way they should, or they take you for granted. And that could be part of this possessive energy, right? Well, if I feel like you're always going to be mine, or if I feel like you belong to me, then do I really have to try that hard? Nah, you always come back, right? But this friend of yours is saying, maybe you need to rethink that. Maybe you need to be a little bit more honest with yourself, or a little bit more critical of the situation, because this person hasn't treated you right. This friend cares about you and wants to see you in a relationship where you're loved and respected. And I like that for you. That's great. This is the Poe Tarot. I don't read these in the reverse, just to let you know. This person from your past has been very hot and cold. Difficult to know how to expect them to act or, react. We've got the High Priestess. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. So you're willing to entertain what this good friend tells you. Maybe they've got a point. Maybe I need to, see what else is out there, or be open to new experiences, put myself back out there in terms of like going to social events. So we pause. Okay. So we have Judgment. There was a loud blast as of many trumpets. There was a harsh grating as of 1,000 thunders. There is something that has happened between you and this person who's possessive of you that makes it more likely you pay attention to or take seriously what this close friend of yours is advising. They have good intentions. They want to see you happy. And they're saying you deserve somebody that makes you happy. What? No, what's that? I don't get it. Three of Pentacles or the Three of Paws. With these materials and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche. This is you building a barrier, a nice little wall between you and this person who doesn't know how to love you the way you deserve to be loved, because you have a friend who does love and care about you, and you're listening to them. I like this. This is great. More of this, please. This is the Santa Muerte. Continuing with, of course, the skeleton vibe. Oh no. Does that mean it's actually buffering? Like, can you all still hear me? Let me know if I need to start over again. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Ace of Cups. Ah, that's sweet. I like that. This is somebody else's input helping you to see more clearly your own value and what you deserve, right? This is such positive energy, and reading all the time on people who are envious or don't want to see you in a happy relationship gets old. It's really nice to have, little punctuated breaks where this is somebody who wants to see you happy. And because you hear that, you realize, maybe I've been settling. Maybe I've been a little bit too forgiving of someone who doesn't put forth the effort or show the, emotional intimacy that you deserve. So the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You are freeing yourself from a toxic connection from your past and deciding to put yourself back out there. Obviously, there are a variety of ways you could do this. Maybe just saying, yeah, I'll go to that birthday party, or, maybe I'll go out tonight, or let somebody set me up on a date. But it's a willingness to look at new opportunities or think about the possibilities that are out there instead of being hung up on a person who has kind of left you with a bit of a cliffhanger and not really let you know what to expect with regards to this connection, other than there's probably more drama. Queen of Swords, Sun in the reverse, and the Moon. Yeah, this is somebody who's been quite secretive and has disappointed or flaked out on things, broken promises. So your close friend, who I believe is this Temperance energy, they could be Sagittarius. They don't have to be. This is somebody who says you deserve to be happy. And I'm going to tell you how it is. I think you should come out and meet this new person, or I think you should go with me and, we can go dancing. They're a positive influence on you. And I think it helps you to acknowledge that you really do have this ability to draw in the things that are meant for you. A little bit of Queen of Wands energy. So they're saying, why not at least just see what else is out there? Why not at least see if somebody else would be interested in taking you out, or see if you can feel any chemistry with somebody new? Just like for science, So we've got the Five of Wands, competition, Strength in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. The thing is, you do find somebody, maybe you haven't yet, you might in the near future, but there's somebody here who is a bit of a temptation, or somebody who does catch your eye. And because there is veritable competition, this possessive person comes out from hiding, or they decide, okay, now I need to find a way to make my case or remind you that, you're supposed to be with me. Well, then why were we in no contact, right? Hey, it's actually like kind of sunny here. Hopefully it stays that way. Still want to go for a walk later. All right, what else do we have? King of Candles, or the King of Wands, the Six of Candles, or the Six of Wands, and the Six of Potions, or the Six of Cups. So the number 6 could be important. I do think there is this Queen of Swords, King of Wands, I believe, is you. And the Temperance energy, the good friend, is saying, okay, so you know the truth, you know you need some boundaries, but like let's also consider other people, is there somebody else that you might be interested in? And they end up finding somebody where I feel you have some instant chemistry. Now, is it literally they're, going through a dating app and trying to pick somebody out for you? I don't know. Is it their coworker or something? Maybe. But they're the one, this close friend, they're the one who's like, let's enable this. Let's find a way for you to meet some new people. And I think you might be a little bit surprised to find somebody who does pique your interest. Page of Candles or Page of Wands in the reverse, the Five of Persons or Five of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Pumpkins. So even though I think this is wonderful for you, what competition means for this possessive person is obviously not good news, right? Like, wait a second, I thought I left you over there on the back burner and you were just gonna like wait for me to come back, what do you mean you're not just sitting there like sad wondering what happened? Because the Five of Cups, if it were in the upright, that is stuck energy, right? I'm thinking back on the past. I can't think about moving forward because I'm asking myself questions about what I could have done differently with this thing from the past. Nope, that's not you. And this person knows it. This possessive person knows you are not in the Five of Cups. And that's what worries them. Because if you're out here looking to meet new people, then maybe you won't choose them. So they're nervous that you're going to potentially get into a relationship. Maybe they know that you're wanting to have something more serious. I would assume they know that. Nine of Candles or the Nine of Wands. Ace of Potions or the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Lightning or the Knight of Swords in the reverse. They expected you to keep fighting for this connection. Maybe you're the person who always like patches things up, or you're the person who always reaches out, or you're the person who always like welcomes this person back. But they're thinking at this point, oh crap, this person might be giving up. They might actually be like done with me. What do I do if that's the case? They're getting kind of impulsive. Okay, so if this person's actually like going on a date, or maybe they're considering getting into a serious relationship, maybe I need to like show up and like surprise them with flowers, or maybe I need to like set up like a weekend trip with this person. They're trying to get creative. Like, what can I do to be like kind of flashy or make a reasonably big gesture to make sure that I still have them on the back burner for me, or, make sure they're still kind of mine. Hello, Matt. So we've got the World, the King of Potions or the King of Cups in the reverse, and the Five of Lightning or the Five of Swords. Oh, familiar energy. So it's probably a bit predictable, right? We've got somebody who's possessive of you, and if they think you're moving on to somebody else, they might like try to do something about it or like ruin your new connection because, again, they think you belong to them. Yeah. We got the Five of Swords, the Five of Lightning here. This is somebody who's like, okay, so you want something new. So you're going to date somebody new. How can I ruin this for you? Well, what can I do to make sure that person's not interested in you, or make sure that you think this person's not good enough for you? They get creative with it. Okay. I thought for sure I'd knocked something off the bookshelf that time. Hey, Laura. How's it going? Thank you, Pharaoh. This is the Egyptian Tarot. Did I just say that? I can't remember. Sorry. It's time to eat again, you guys. All right, we got the Eight of Swords. And the Lovers. You're my soulmate. You can't stop fate. I thought you were stuck. I thought you were this little... Okay, hold on, you guys. Which one's in Egypt? Is it the crocodile or the alligator? I feel like the alligator is Florida, right? I mean, it goes beyond Florida, but like, let's be real, it's like mostly like Florida. This person was like pretty confident that you were in a cage. Pretty confident you were there holding space for them. And then all of a sudden they find out, or they get some sort of inclination, little heads up, that you're considering somebody else, that your friend has perhaps set some date up for you or invited you to some party. Maybe there's some real hot pictures on social media. Ooh, Knight of Cups. But they know it's not just flirting. They know there's something about this connection, this new person that actually like tempts you. For some of you, this is a person who may be getting a personal reading to try to figure out what's going on with your energy. We've got the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. Oh no. They're freaking out. They feel like you don't love them anymore. They feel like maybe you look at them in a different way. They are freaking out. They're still saying you can't stop fate, but it's like they're trying to convince themselves and they're trying to convince you. Hello, Carl. How's it going? Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, yeah, it looks like your buddy's hooking you up. I think you've got somebody who really wants to see you in a happy connection or really wants you to fall in love with somebody who's good for you. And they are instrumental, or they assist with you meeting somebody who's quite special. Somebody that gets you to leave behind whatever this energy from the past is that has not treated you the way you deserve to be treated. Two Wands in the reverse. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Your ex is freaking out. They're like, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! They're freaking out. How dare you? I told you to wait for me. It has only been 7 years. How dare you? It probably hasn't been that long. Maybe it has for some of you. This is somebody who expected you to just like chill and wait for them. Like you're at some bar and they have to go to the bathroom, but then they decide to go home with somebody else instead. And you're like, hey man, like, where'd you go? No, you're not going to sit around and wait for them to figure out all these other things that, I don't know, are just probably distractions for them. So they're getting to the point where they are coming up with some interesting plans. They're feeling quite impulsive. They might reach out. They may be a bit angry. They may try to love bomb you. They may try to do something really significant, because Ten of Cups in the reverse, they think they're like losing their grip on you. They feel like you are letting them go. Devil in the reverse and the Page of Wands. Something you said or something they hear about you makes it quite apparent you are no longer obsessed with them. That's how they would phrase it. They used to think you were obsessed with them. First time for everything. Hello, Lemonade. How's it going? Oh, we forgive you. So we got the Four of Cups in the reverse. And the Ace of Wands. They are shocked that somebody has made an offer and you're actually willing to entertain it. It's like, well, what about me? How could you just forget about me like that? Oh, I learned from you. Who said that? You're funny. This is the Golden Lenormand. What else do we have? Oh, dang. Well, there's where the 7 years came from. Ooh, thank you, upper echelon. Does that mean I was right? Nile, crocodile, Florida gators. Totally makes sense. There we go. There we go. So we've got the Coffin and the Moon. This person is frustrated or maybe even angry, getting all uppity, because they feel like you ended things without telling them. They feel like you just walked away and didn't even give them a chance to like fight or like compete for you. But this is kind of making me a little froggy, because it's like, okay, But didn't they walk away? Didn't they leave you unattended? Didn't they make it seem like you didn't matter to them? It's putting blame on you for a situation where you called time out because they've walked away. Like if you're in the middle of a golf game and, I don't know if you're winning or I'm winning, but then you just like disappear before the last like two holes, then like, are you still going to say you won? Do you expect me to wait for you to come back? I don't play golf very often, but I'm pretty sure most people would not care for that, especially if there's people playing behind you. Can we play through? No, you wait. Have another beer, Steven. I hope Steven actually shows up in the live chat. That would be great. All right, so we've got the key number 33 and number 35, the anchor, which talks about stability. So your response to this possessive energy from your past is, hey, that's real nice. We had some great times, kind of. But like, I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to do right by me, especially when we're no contact and you're not letting me know like what's going on, or you haven't like set any expectations or kept me in the loop at all. So like, wow, it's kind of weird that I just decided like maybe things were over because we weren't talking. Maybe you don't need to be that petty or like sarcastic, but this is you, I think, kind of saying like, I don't think you really have any justification in being upset with me thinking things were over when you were not there. Hello. So I think you call this person out. I think you say you really have no reason to expect that I am yours when you have not been talking to me. I am single. I am free to move about the cabin, right? There's something here about like, you really cannot lay claim to me like that. And if you do and you have expectations pertaining to that, that's on you because I didn't make those promises, right? And good for you, because people do not have the right to put you on the back burner and have expectations from you like that. When you have an arrangement, when you have expectations, when you have a commitment, it's because you talked about it. You agreed upon it. So we have the Sun in the reverse, somebody who's very upset, Page of Cups in the reverse, maybe even a little bit despondent or irate. And it's because you're coming out as the King of Wands. You're saying, okay, if this isn't going to work out, then let's go see what else is out there. This like bold, adventurous, like, I don't know, whatever will be. You're not determined to like make it this person from your past anymore. 7 of Cups, looking at your options because you appreciate or your friend has helped you to recognize this energy from the past is not reliable. How could I expect to have stability or security in my domestic situation or in my love life if I can't count on the person that I'm dealing with for things, for consistent communication, for emotional intimacy? So you see the insecurities or the fears or the inability to be there for you as a reason to let go. This doesn't seem like the right option for me because I can't count on you. So yeah, I think you have decided to let go of this connection from the past, admit that maybe there was just too much of a divide between the two of you. King of Pentacles in the reverse, that you couldn't count on their energy, right? Again, not reliable energy because it's the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This would be like the person who can commit to you, somebody who wants to care for you. But they're expecting you to do the work. They were expecting you to fix this. They were expecting you to come after them or to pursue them again, and you're not. Queen of Pentacles, Empress in the reverse. Many of you decided you were just fine on your own. It's not about choosing between this person and some new person. You're going to work on the things that are important to you and something else will happen for you. But you're not going to entertain this Empress in the reverse manipulative energy anymore. They play games and they feel like they're entitled to you. But you're coming out as the King of Swords. You accept the truth of the situation and you're willing to end this connection or let go of the maybe like the daydreams that you'd had about things going long term with this person because they haven't really shown you that energy. All right, this is the untold messages of the hearts. It do be like that sometimes, Lemonade. I hope you have a cold beverage. What else do we have? You are the one, the only one. Unrequited. I'm not sure if we both feel the same way about each other. So inconsistent, right? I don't know if I should say that. Yeah, night and day, hot and cold. You're the one for me, the only one for me, and then I'm not sure if we feel the same way. So they are inconsistent or they aren't comfortable feeling those deep emotions. They wanted you to feel they were the only one, but you don't see it that way anymore. I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? I miss you. I feel I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. I'm not ready to talk. I will only push you away. I can't be apart from you much longer. Could you make up your mind? They don't know if they want to talk to you, but they know they need to talk to you. They don't want to like lose you, but they're not sure they have the right approach in terms of like, what do I actually do to make sure that I don't lose you? Wait, was I supposed to be doing like some healing? Was I supposed to like work on stuff and become a better person? Damn it. They're freaking out. They don't know if they have what it takes to convince you to stick around. Big happy changes are coming when you least expect it. They want to surprise you. I will be writing you a message. I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. They really did. So they're upset with you for trying to let them go or for successfully letting them go, but they've already tried to let you go and failed. Where does that? Okay. So we've also got, I wish I could. They think about what they would do all the time, but they're not as good at actually like following through on any of these plans. So they may think all day long about what they should be doing, what they could be doing, how they could heal from this, or how they could call you and talk about that. Now it's like, shut up, or what is it? Put up or shut up, or just shut up. Maybe that's how you feel. This person is like, you can't really just sit here and talk. Now it's like, you got to show what you've accomplished. If you can't do that, then you're probably not going to get anywhere with this person because words aren't really enough at this point. Like, demonstrate how you've changed, and then maybe we can have a chat. Valid point, bitch tata. Let's see. This is the Gypsy Oracle. What else do we have? Room. Soldier and house. I think they feel like they have to compete with this romantic rival in terms of stability. I have to make more money. I have to save more money. I have to have a better living situation. I have to demonstrate that I could provide for you. I have to show that I am a King of Pentacles because you see me as this King of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe you were concerned with how they're living, how they're making money, how they're spending money. They feel like they have to show that they're better than this new person when it comes to providing for you or having a good living situation. Death, waiting, and consolation. They feel like they're making a plan or they have a strategy for coming back around. But even if it's super like detailed or amazing, they still have this fear that they can't do anything to change your mind, that you have already just like kind of clicked that emotion off, not really interested in seeing what this person has to say, or maybe you just don't believe anything from them anymore. Maybe they've lied to you that much. We have sweetheart, old woman, and constancy in the reverse. This is that friend. I do feel like this is probably somebody who's older than you, or they have an old soul. This is a person who genuinely cares about you. They feel like you are this sweetheart, that you put a lot of effort into your relationships. Doesn't matter what your gender is. Don't get caught up in the fact that these are two ladies. This is somebody who wants to be a good friend to you. And they're saying, hey, this person that you've been holding space for, this person that you've been, hopeful comes back around. They don't give you constant energy. They are not there for you. And you deserve somebody who is there for you. You deserve security. The knowledge that you're in a relationship with somebody who will be supportive or who will be around if you're having a difficult day, who will, give you a hug, or I don't know, if you forget your wallet, buy you a milkshake at McDonald's, whatever it is. We've got the tree, which is number 5, and the bear, which is number 15. This is somebody who has evolved quite a lot. This older friend of yours, or this person who is looking out for you and advising you to let go of the past, this is somebody who is helpful because they have developed a lot of strength and courage over the course of their lifetime, and they admire you. I do feel like you have helped each other. And we've got the lily, which is number 30, another symbol of peace, and the woman with a shirt. So I feel like this is the love interest, the new love interest. Somebody who has good intentions, a person who wants to do right by you, somebody who makes you feel at ease or at peace, like you can be yourself, or the troubles of the day just like melt away around them. Ooh, and we have a man with a shirt. If you're wondering why I'm saying woman with a shirt and man with a shirt, it's because both of these cards have a topless version. I know you're disappointed. You didn't get to see the one you wanted to see, but this is a good sign. This is seriousness, right? I'm not just looking for a little bit of fun. I'm not looking for a situationship. I want to be in an actual relationship. So this new energy is one that indicates you would be in a serious relationship, that's somebody that wants to be loyal, but you have to be able to, I guess, kind of let go of this past connection in a pretty final or serious way in order to usher in this new relationship, or in order to let the universe know what it is that you're choosing, because there is a choice. All right, this is the Kipper. What else do we have? How's the studying going, Tiana? What else do we have? Pathway, high honor, and adjudication. I see you having some great support in your friends, or this particular friend, and you having learned a lot on your own experiences with love, and you make the right decision. So I'll give you a giant pat on the back. Well done. Ooh, I saw the marriage card. Yeah. See, there's you choosing the right person and being in a happy relationship with somebody who respects you. And this friend of yours who's been a positive influence is going to be like cheering you on, happy to, throw some flowers at your wedding or whatever. So yeah, I like it. So don't get too caught up on this person from the past. They're a little butthurt, but that's because they're possessive and you've realized that you don't actually belong to them, or you've stated to them or made it clear that you don't intend to hold space for them. So I'm proud of you. All right. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.